Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Games. Today I want to talk about the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 4. So if you like the PS1, the PS2, the PS3, and the PS4, consider subscribing. Alright guys, so I want to talk about the PlayStation 1, the PS2, PS3, and the PS4, and my history with each console and the games that I like the most on each console. So let's go ahead and talk about that right now. Alright guys, so the PlayStation 1 is one of my favorite consoles of all time. I love this console. The reason why is because when I first got it, I still remember it to this day. I got it at Sears here in West Palm Beach, and I went over to Palm Beach Lakes Mall when it was still open. And I went to the mall with my parents, and I went to Sears, and they bought me this as a gift. I think it was right after Christmas. So that was really one of my favorite days of my entire life. I love this console, and I was so hyped for it. I was really excited for it, and I had a few friends around my block that had it, but I never had my own. I really wanted to play it. And a few of the games for this console that I love are Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, Smackdown, I love this game, and Gran Turismo 2. So let's talk a little bit about these games. So I spent so much time playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I don't remember playing the first one, but the second one I did play a lot. This game was absolutely insane for me. I loved it. I loved doing all the tricks, and Tony Hawk was pretty big back in the day. I believe this is after he hit the 900 at the X Games, and it was a really big deal back then. I was, every summer I would watch the X Games, and it was awesome. I never skated myself, but I did watch all these people skateboard and stuff, and it was really, really cool. And I know a few friends that were fans of this game as well. Next up is Wwf Smackdown. I would play this game for hours with my friend Ozzy back in the day after middle school. I would come home, play for hours. This game was amazing. I used to love it. I love The Rock, Stone Cold, and all the different wrestlers in this game that were really, really cool. And I loved it back in the day. This is when I used to watch wrestling, when wrestling was big back in the day. And if you like wrestling, if you like this game, drop your comments down below and let me know. After Smackdown, the next game that I played forever was Gran Turismo 2. So Gran Turismo 2 was one of the games that I would just jam out to Disturbed on the computer, and then I would play this game for hours. So if you guys can relate to playing this game, let me know in the comments down below. I know that the main car in this game was the Pikes Peak car. It was like, I don't know, either $2 million or $5 million, not too sure, but once you got to that car, you would win almost every race. That was the best car in the game. And if you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments down below. But yes, Gran Turismo 2 was one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 1. Moving on to the PlayStation 2, we have 3 games as well for this console. And starting off with that, we have GTA Vice City. So who does not like GTA games? And who does not like Vice City? I have no idea. This game was awesome. It took place in Vice City, which is basically like Miami. I love this story. I love the whole drug thing where at the end of the game you would unlock that big mansion or whatever. This game, the graphics in this game were so good back in the day, which right now they're pretty crappy, but if you look back into this is one of the games that I spent so much time playing, doing all the missions, doing a bunch of tricks in different cars, stealing cop cars, getting the bikes and doing the tricks off the ramps and the bikes. This was so much fun. I love this so much. And I even still go down, when I go to Miami, last time I went to Miami, I went down Ocean Ave, or whatever that road is called, just to get the vibes from this game. And this game is so accurate, it's so much fun. Love this game so much. Following that game we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi. This game was amazing. When this came out, I was like, I have to have it. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I'm a huge fighting fan, and this is awesome. I love this game on so many levels. Piccolo was amazing. Goku, Gohan, Cell. This basically let you go back into the fighting, into the actual series of Dragon Ball and be your character. Go Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3. And it was so awesome. So this game is really, really cool, and it resonates with me so much. And if you're a fan of this game, let me know in the comments down below. Finally, on PS2, we have Shadow of the Colossus. You can't talk about the PS2 and not mention Shadow of the Colossus. So this game is epic proportions. It's a huge game. You have to take down big monsters. It's so minimalist. but it's also a beautiful game from back in the day. It, you know, pushed the system forward, both with graphics, music, and also with the epic scales of the monsters you had to take down. This game was really cool, and if you're a fan of this game, let me know in the comments down below. Moving to the PlayStation 3, this console is a console that I spent a lot of my time playing some of my favorite games to this day. This console is also the console that brought me back into gaming after the whole hiatus that I took after PS2 and after PC, because before PS3 I was playing PC for a little while, and I was like, you know, I got tired of those games. I wanted to continue, but I had a lot going on in my life, so I was like, you know, gaming is not that priority right now. But once I got this console, I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and give it a shot. So I went back into one of my favorite PC games, and that was Battlefield 2. I went back and I started playing Battlefield on the PS3. So I played Battlefield Bad Company 2. By far, one of my favorite Battlefield games to this day. And that is because of freedom of this first-person shooter, the way you unlock weapons in here, the freedom you have to fly planes, drive different vehicles and helicopters, and squad gaming. This is awesome. This is one of the first-person shooters I love, you know, by far one of my favorite first-person shooters ever. And I did play, like I said, Call of Duty on this console, but Battlefield is by far my favorite franchise, and Bad Company 2 is one of my favorite games. After Bad Company 2, I'm like, you know what? Let's try Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3, another one, a masterpiece when it comes to modern warfare, modern battles. This game was also amazing. It pushed the console forward, like I mentioned about the PS2. It did it with the PS3. Pushed the console forward. Awesome graphics, a lot of destruction, a lot of chaos going around on the battlefield, but an amazing game. So yes, let me know and talk about, you know, BF3 in the comments down below, and that would be awesome because I want to meet a lot of BF fans on this YouTube channel. But yes, Battlefield 3 was amazing. I remember playing this for hours into the night, into 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, playing this game. Finally, my favorite game on the console is Skyrim. Skyrim is by far my favorite game on here because it has the freedom, so many things you can do in this game. The freedom for you to roam the world, be a blacksmith, be a thief, be a vampire, werewolf, do whatever you want to do in this game. This game was so much fun, and it stole my life basically when I was playing this. This was amazing back in the day. And this is my sealed copy. If you click the card above, you'll be able to see my story of Skyrim and why I still have this sealed copy. Alright guys, so when the PlayStation 4 launched, I was like, you know, let me pre-order. And I was there in line after I left work. I went to GameStop at midnight and I had my PS4 on release day, and I believe that was November 15, 2013. So when this came out, I was there. And this console is one of the best consoles I've ever played, and you know, standing up to the PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4, I mean, this is by far the best, but it revolutionized gaming for me. I got that console with this game, Battlefield 4. Launch day, Battlefield 4, I have played over 600 hours of this game, and I still play it to this day. Battlefield 4 on the PS4 is by far my favorite game, and only because it's fun. It's a fun first-person shooter in my opinion. And I'm never going to go back to another Battlefield game the same way that I go to BF4. And that is because BF1 is a great game and BF5 is an awesome game. But the unlocking of weapons and the progression in those games isn't as good as this. And also, this is modern warfare, so that's one of my favorite things about this, is the way you unlock weapons and you progress. So until you guys fix that, EA and DICE, you know, it's not going to be the same. Here I have GTA 5. GTA 5 is awesome in itself. It's one of the best-selling games of all time. It's one of the best games ever on the console. And I know it came out for PS3 and the Xbox 360, but it's awesome on the PlayStation 4. This game is a lot of fun. I've played most of the story. I haven't finished it yet. I'm like 80% done. It's just too much to do. Whenever I play a GTA game, I get lost in doing tricks and going around town, doing fun stuff around town, and I forget about the main story. But yes, a great game. And if you're a fan of GTA, let me know in the comments down below. For Fallout 4, I've played so many hours of this game. I beat the main mission, or the main storyline. I played a lot of the side quests. I did a lot of them, and I can't wait to go back into here to do the DLC, which I have in the Game of the Year edition of the game. But this game is so awesome, and I love this game a lot. And it was my first Fallout game, so you know, it's a great opening, a great introduction to the series for me. So Fallout 4 is one of the greatest games, in my opinion, for the PS4. God of War is one of the most beautiful, one of the best voice acting, and one of the best music, story, and action and fluidity in all of these libraries. So this game is amazing. I knew it was going to win Game of the Year. Some people doubted that. They argued with me, but I'm like, you know what? I know that this game is amazing. So God of War 4, God of War for the PS4 is one of the best games ever, and yes, it is one of my favorites. I have to come back to this game and finish it, and I will eventually finish it. I just ran out of time. You know, I have a kid. I have a newborn that was just born in December, so you know, time is kind of, you know, hard for me to make time. But God of War 4, amazing. You should definitely buy this game if you own a PS4. So that's my experience with PlayStation, guys, my history of PlayStation. And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. If you're also a PlayStation fan, let me know in the comments down below. Also, talk to me about what games you own for these consoles, and if you agree with some of these games that I own. I can't even speak to how many games I've played on these consoles, but these are my favorite ones. And like I said, by far, PlayStation is killing it, and they've always been the best in my opinion. So yes, I am Team PlayStation. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Drop likes down below. Please help me get to 100 likes so that I know to make more videos like this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.